This is a PinGame Journal Pinball production.
See our receiving docks, or shipping docks, I'm sorry, over here. We're having them poured in. They were there, but they were older, so they reconditioned them. They're putting a new front sidewalk along the front face of the building, and then they're putting a sidewalk up to the main front entrance. So these are the
And that's the main front entrance back there.
That is the main front entrance into the building, but the main employee entrance will be right here where we're pulling in. Parking lot.
And you get both sides of this, really?
No, I only get that building over here. We have this whole side. Here's the.
That's the main.
That's going to be the main.
It's almost the same spot as the one now.
Just about. Kind of. Absolutely, right from the street.
But it's about three times as long.
It's about 2.5 times. We're 40,000 square feet going into 100. Receiving in the back over here, shipping out in the front. This here will become our parking lot back here.
Oh, okay.
All of this that you see vacated,
all of it?
Everything straight away and to your right. Okay. Now the building had 3 huge silos, another building in the back, and all of that was torn
silos
out.
Like that one?
Silos like that. There were 5 of them actually in the back here. Only like halfway through it when I was there before, so.
No, it looks nice to me.
Yeah, okay. You know, still gotta go look.
Is this just all manufacturing, all line?
Manufacturing, yeah.
It's coming out?
That's the work cells, and you see the airlines just above that. That's where the
yellow.
That's where your electric and that'll be your production line.
Okay.
160 feet from one end to the other, and then you see straight across where the other caution labels are hanging. That's the duplicate of the main line on the other side. So you have 2 main lines running down now.
This is very cool. It's like a real company.
So it's
cool.
You betcha.
These are like sales offices?
Yes.
That's Michael Donald's. Gary's in the corner with the. You gotta take a picture of his toilet.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so we're gonna go take a picture of
These
Gary.
are all sales.
This, okay.
Sales and marketing.
You're gonna be.
This is Shelly.
My office is right there.
Oh, okay.
Gary's right here.
Dave is from
Shelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could see the little hello pass through. You could go in the other room with him, and I'll just wave at you.
Oh, hi. I can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Sorry.
Here's Gary's bathroom.
Gary's goes, okay.
Oh, looks like they got it cleaned up.
So you see our nice new sidewalk over there, huh? That's, I mean, all you do is push.
Okay, this is the kitchen.
And it, let me tell you, I think it's hot.
Is it too hot?
It may be. We have to see it. So these gates open up so we can load.
Oh, yeah.
We can load product up here. I'll put nail-up boards, pants presser, pin plates, drill fixtures, things like that.
That'll all be up here.
It'll all be up here, and it'll be, you know, sorted. Just come up, grab them, and go. So, and we'll also put, you know, it'll be all storage up here for whatever documentation and miscellaneous fixturing, specialty fixturing for games, die sets, things like that. It'll all come up here.
Wow. So it's also a cool place to kind of come up and overlook.
And overlook what's going on in the factory.
I can't wait to take pictures. All the wires I saw sticking out of walls, they all pretty much came from here.
So this is the purchasing side. Then this is a nice little, you know, coffee area, and then we have manufacturing on the back end over here.
So offices
So
again?
this here would probably be Mike, and then maybe Eddie,
Oh, okay.
and then Kevin,
Okay.
or vice versa. I'm not
And
really
we're
sure.
right off the assembly.
And then right off the, yeah. This is your main entrance area coming over here and going out, so. Which is perfect, of course, procurement
They
being
come
here.
right in.
So when you're coming in, there's parking for, you know, and they come right in and
So
take care of
any
business.
vendors and people you deal with would be coming in
They'll
here
all be coming in
anyway.
here first, yep. So it's a path, shortest path for them.
Okay, and your
And
office
over
is
here, this here's gonna be human resources. Marcia will be in there. Don Thorne, our plant manager, will be in this office. And then I will be in this office over here.
Did you get to pick?
Of course. I have them built. So actually, I mean, it's very interesting because there were no offices in here.
Okay.
This literally, as you can see, cinder block construction.
Oh, yeah.
This wall, the ADA bathroom, it actually, the wall came back to here.
Oh, I see where, yeah.
This here was completely sealed off, so this here was just nothing but a L. And so dark, you couldn't see yourself in here, it was that bad. And so what I did is I pulled this office or the bathroom forward because it was like 3 times the size it needed to be.
Right.
And then opened up this nice little area here, put in the kitchen, and now we get natural sunlight coming in.
Oh, it's lovely in
It's
here.
much
I
more
walked in
open.
here. It was, yeah,
It's,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm really happy with the way it turned out, for sure. Right at this wall,
Right.
okay? Currently, when people come to 2020 Janus,
Right.
okay, we don't open up, supervisory personnel don't get there till 7 a.m.
Okay.
So a lot of our workers, they're dropped off by their spouse early in the morning, and if it's wet and rainy, you know, the spouse that really needs to go to their job, they're stuck out in our parking lot until our supervisor or somebody else shows up. So what I'm doing over here is we're gonna put up a fence over here, and that fence is gonna run all the way back here to the outside of this overhead door.
Right.
And this here is gonna be a waiting area.
And so,
And I'm gonna put
stools,
little
benches.
stools and, you know, little benches in here, so they all have a wait. It's not like that many people come
Right.
from 6 to 7.
And it's,
Yeah,
and it's
but-
also not that long of a time.
So
This is like massive.
8 feet from the wall, because that's all office area that way. 8 feet out over here, this will be a throughfare all the way across.
Okay.
And then in this back section right here, this is actually going to be a cafeteria.
Oh.
We're going to have lunch tables so that the people have a place to eat.
Kind of a
Right.
very, very small one now, but there's
Yeah,
one
there's
table.
not enough. There'll be enough seating here for everybody. So the second I-beam from that 8
From the
foot
wall. Yeah.
to here, that'll be your parts sales and merchandising area.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But that's going to be in an L shape, so you're going to.
So that's this is Dorothy is going to be
You're
here?
going to see Dorothy will be. I'm going to show you where Dorothy is up here. So, right about here is where it all starts. And through these double doors here, you have customer service. That'll be Pat and Chaz.
Okay.
And Dorothy will be in through those windows
Ooh,
over here.
good for you, Dorothy.
Okay, with Paul. And
it already says quality assurance on it.
that's all, yeah, it's already quality assurance, right? So then out here you're going to have your merchandising, warehousing, and prep room, you know, where Angel will be here. So Dorothy and Angel can wave hello to one another. And
Wait,
have all
show me that
kind-
again. Show me that.
Dorothy and Angel can wave hello to each other, you know, and you know, so that'll
Dorothy.
be good. They'll communicate. This here is where, if you go down by Angel now, where he's doing all his packing, and he has all
He
of
is
his
a master packer.
you know, he's unbelievable, isn't he?
Yeah, I love Angel.
And then straight down here, all the way back to almost that wall,
Almost the back wall?
almost to the back wall, will be your parts.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for parts sales.
Okay.
You know, so we'll have racking on both sides and going up through the center, all the way from there back to here, over to here, with your automatic lighting.
Automatic lighting.
You will have customer service and merchandising, and then starting right over here, from this section here, and we may be putting walls depending on if it gets a little bit too noisy.
Oh.
Because this is going to be fabrication, and then over here is going to be the model shop. Okay, so
Okay.
which makes sense because back through here is engineering, so doing the machining. on a Bridgeport, on a milling machine, on a lathe, and finger brakes, things like that. Different types of tools. So we can actually fabricate whatever prototype we design. So we'll be able to do all of those kind of things in there. This here is a part of our 160-foot lines that we have, the two new ones.
Right.
This is just a small segment.
This is like a brand new stuff.
This is brand new. Yeah, we added some length because you'll see this guy, this table over here.
Okay.
Where this opening is.
Oh.
This part that lowers down.
Fits.
That's my gateway because it's 160 feet long.
You got to be able to get through.
Emergency, I can't have them. I can't have some people running 160 feet. So you just unlatch that, and there's nothing to hook into, but it
falls under that, right?
And it would fall in there, and it's very lightweight, so anybody can lift it in an emergency to get out. So it falls into here. So my playfield, as it comes off, the playfield goes into this. You slide it over.
Oh, so this table is actually part of the line?
It's part of it's the end output of the assembly lines. So both of the assembly lines, one on this side and one on that side. This isn't all of it, it's just one little piece of it, right? I don't have the rest of it here yet.
Okay.
But the playfield will come in, it'll slide over and then come out, and then I'll come over to this side. Let me go around it. Okay, so then you see this nice little output. The purpose for that is because when the playfield is coming laterally across the plane here,
right?
You can't reach over here to pick it up and carry it here and put it into a test rack, playfield test rack, so we don't have to stretch and strain ourselves. We just made this little output. It slides here, so the two testers that would be here, they each come over, they
just grab it,
pick it up, and
it's already been slid onto that.
It's already rolled.
Yeah.
Well, it's on a roller, so it'll roll right out and simply be installed. So this is very, very exciting. This is all new development. So
very cool.
So we're very excited about that.
Wow.
So I can't wait to see it all in action either. So right here, if you take a picture down this line, and you'll see over here, there are your airlines that are already coming down, and going from here all the way back down to the other side, that's your assembly line. So this will be overhead of that, and that'll be right over here. So your playfield.
So I was taking still photos.
Will be coming right down the center over here.
That's very cool. Show me where they're coming in.
Right through the center over here. So
and this is all one line.
This is one line.
And all
here.
This is gas.
This is air. This is air for your airlines, for your airdrops.
Okay. What about like fire? Do we have fire stuff? And do we need that? Or
that's all overhead. That's up at the ceiling level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then what you see over here with the poles, this is all your electrical, because again, you'll have that line right over here in the middle of this.
Right.
And then, so your workers are on this side assembling, right, on this side like this. And then right feeding that line, we're going to have our work cells, okay? So these posts here, that's your power and your air drops and everything coming into the work cell. We're going to have our work cells protrude out, all the way to right about here.
Right.
To there. So it'll be large enough where we will be able to hold virtually a week's worth of inventory for that one work cell.
Cool.
What that means is not all the parts,
just for that cell.
Just for that cell.
Right.
So this cell is feeding this portion of the production line, so it's all the way back there. But we're building everything here, and then from here it goes into the feeder and right to the person who's doing the final assembly.
Wow.
So everything is linear, feeding it and running it down until you're done. So we're putting a little more lean manufacturing into
So
the
do we,
facility.
will that speed up the process?
It's going to speed it up. It's going to be more organized.
It's almost scary.
It's exciting. I'll tell you, I'm extremely excited about it.
Wow.
And you could see how many work cells.
I'm not even going to work here, and I'm like, I'm excited.
You see how many work cells for all the power poles that we have here.
Okay.
Now, as you're coming
My
down,
favorite thing is that the lights keep going on as we
it takes a little
walk.
getting used to, for sure. But you almost feel like God, you
Yeah.
spread
Right.
you part the sea, or you turn on the lights, But here you see where we have a break. Okay, so the break from here over to this side, in between the drops, this here's where the soldering is going to take place.
Oh.
we're going to have the vent hoods.
I was
going to
ask about that. Yeah.
That's why the gap is in here. So we're
Oh,
gonna
the
vent it
vents.
up. Yeah. And you see straight across. It's not built yet because we're working this
Right.
side of
So
it.
this, you're
But
doing
you
it-
see all the drops, and you see the big gap in the middle. Again, that's going to be the vent
here.
hood over the second main line. So we're going to have 2 main lines that we can produce lots of games. Let's say for today as an example, because we're building MMRs,
Right.
Medieval Madness,
Exactly.
right? We would be doing our main production here, and then on the second line, we would be doing a Medieval Madness remake. And, you know, so so it gives us so much more flexibility.
Or wrestling
okay?
and Lonelli maybe, or
Whatever the
Yeah,
case
okay,
may be. Exactly. So now imagine a line over here, another line over here. Work cells are in between so that a forklift can come through and load all your product to all the work cells and deliver the goods. Now we'll keep walking all the way up. Maybe you want to walk it from the back all the way to the front and just watch that, how long of a chase that is.
okay.
Or is that too much?
No, I can do
And
that.
then on my right-hand side, I'll turn around. On my left-hand side, this is going to be the manufacturing line. And to the right of me will be all of our work cells that will feed the line as we're going through. Again, trying to make it more lean manufacturing so that we have less walking and everything stored at the manufacturing position that you're installing the parts on with. So we're halfway there. We just
Wow.
went through the soldering line. We're going to keep going. And now we're coming to the end.
So guys were telling me they're getting like motorized skateboards and,
There you go.
stuff ready. You know, you need like segways.
Yeah, we talked about that. Okay, so then here's where we're going to stop and we're going to output.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, is this we were
So-
talking before? Is this where it's going to be?
This is just, yeah,
Within
it's
reason?
almost in the right spot. It's very close to the right spot. Now let me walk you through the next steps over here. And we're going to be going this way.
Okay.
So coming off of the assembly line, they're going to pick up the games, the play fields, and they're going to put them over here into our rotisseries for our play field testing, which everybody has seen over at Stern on the tours. And then right from the play field testing, okay, when they're done, it'll be a much lower, more modern, you know, with our new game system.
Right.
We don't use that full back box like we did back in the SAM system. So the two people
right, yeah.
will pick up the play field, and then they move to the next position, and they drop it into the cabinet with the back box, and that completes the game.
Okay.
So you assemble, and we didn't go over there yet, but the next line over after the second production playfield line, we will be going into the cabinet line. Also running parallel to the two.
Oh.
And then the cabinet line and back box line will feed down here, position themselves behind each of the test racks. Wow. There will be 10 across, so you could sit there and dump right from the playfield test rack right into the cabinet. Then you move up another position that puts you into the staging area. And you see I did the God thing.
You
with the
did.
lights coming on again.
Well, it's just you.
So it's me, yeah, there you go. You know, then you go into the pre-stage area before you go into final test, which is the next position up is final test. So you see you have 10, 20, 30, 40 games already here, okay, when you get into final test. So this way you always have games waiting and queued up. And then from final test, you come out here, and that's when you go into the packing line. And the packing line will come down this way.
Oh, and go and
Directly toward the shipping docks, and then over here is where they're going
oh,
to
look at that. Here we are.
And this here is where we'll have our foam packing machines, as you guys
Right.
are already well familiar with.
Right.
And then we'll box them.
Wow.
And finished goods will be on this wall
Okay.
to the left or going out there. So this is like a staging area so that we have them here. We don't have to truck things back and forth to warehouses. Everything, this is a large enough facility where we can accommodate all of our needs right here.
Speaking from Detroit, Henry Ford would be proud.
Well,
Because Henry
thank-
Ford, he developed, his big thing was the assembly line.
I know.
And- yeah, okay,
Yes,
okay.
So I'm very familiar.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. He didn't invent the car, as some people think, but
maybe
he.
he has. Maybe I have one of his genes. And
Maybe.
I will tell you that we spent many hours developing the layout here to make sure that the flow, everything in the far back corner over there is the receiving dock. Everything is linear. It comes in from the back, We're going to go and I'll show you where the main stock room is, incoming inspection. All the staging areas for all received goods all get prepped in the back, so there's a lot less travel, and everything has a place, and there's a place for everything.
Now,
you know, so it's awesome.
You mentioned the cabinet. Is there going to be a separate cabinet line for each
Yes.
production line?
Yes.
For each playfield line?
Yeah. Right through the center, and again, working in between the I-beams, right? So you're going to have cabinets coming down for line 1, cabinets coming down for line 2, work cells through the center, from here all the way down. And then we'll have in the back, we have a staging area for the raw cabinets. So again, you see as we walk back, I'll keep talking about it as we go back. See, here's another one of those outputs.
Oh,
For
the table?
feeder. So
right.
we have one there and one here. I don't have the in-between pieces in there yet. And again, here's your receiving area. So when the raw cabinets and back boxes come off the truck, they just wheel them and they park them right over here. This will be your staging area for the bare cabinets and for the back boxes, and then they come right around and they feed right into the line. So,
This is pretty
and
cool.
then back here,
And yet there's more?
yes, lots more. And then back here, you have from the I-beams out to here,
Yeah.
all the way down to the wall, okay? This whole section is going to be incoming inspection, okay?
Okay.
So again, parts are coming off the trucks, receiving trucks, come right through incoming inspection, and then from incoming inspection,
Incoming inspection of parts from outside vendors.
from outside vendors, that's correct.
Okay.
And then over here, from the I-beams to the wall, this here is going to be our main stock room
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
So again, literally, when you come back here into the receiving dock area, you know, from where you're at, you can see what short distances these are.
Oh,
It's a large area,
Sure.
you know, but you know, that's your whole stock room, that's your whole incoming. Here you have your 4 bays for receiving, and everything, literally, you come in here, you input into here, you input into there, you input into here, and right here is your cable department.
Oh, here's
Coming
the
down this line.
Is this
over
where
there.
those rotating?
That's where the rotating things
Things
will
are?
all be.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so we'll have those in position. So you have cables, you have cabinets, and then you have playfield line 1, playfield line 2, with your sub-assemblies in between, and literally pushing from the back, everything pushes out to the front and out the shipping dock. And I'm going to be, when this is all said and done and we have our grand opening,
Yeah.
and the mayor and
okay.
senators, and we got everybody coming out for the party, and I'm going to be standing up on the mezzanine in the back over there, and I'm just going to sit back and enjoy that moment, looking across the whole factory, saying, "Wow, look at what this turned into from an empty box."
And you might not say it because but kind of look what you did.
I won't say that.
I know
no,
you won't.
but
I'll say it.
because you know why? One man doesn't do it.
Well, I know
it takes
what
the team.
there's
you
no
know?
me in team, right?
I
understand that, but
yeah, I know you do.
but
Yes, I will have personal pride.
absolutely,
that
and
I
you
was
should.
a major part of putting
Oh.
together the new factory, pinball factory, which is going to produce a lot of good high
Wow.
quality product. And,
Wow, this is-
and do it well. Yeah.
All right, so this is who's on?
Dave is on the left, Gary on the right.
And
Gary
then-
has the corner, so he gets the full spectrum.
Gets all the.
All
Everything. All the good and the
stuff.
bad.
All the good and the bad.
We're
yeah.
putting in sidewalk and.
Yeah, sidewalks.
And then, so what? Where are you going to put the picnic tables out here? you think?
Out in this grass area, I believe.
Okay.
I'll end up putting them. So in the summertime, you know, it's nice. Enjoy it.
Oh yeah, 2 little bird nests.
2 bird nests, yeah.
That's cool. Stern, they call them Gary and
Gary and Shelley. There you go. Sitting in a tree. There's
No,
some,
no,
there's
no,
some
no.
kind of a thing there.
Yeah,
isn't
let's
there?
not go there. Let's not go there.
No, we won't.